In fact, TSM versus Cloud9 is really the match to see.
Yeah, that's the classic North American rivalry that's been going down since leagues began, basically.
Pretty much. That'll be fun. I can't wait on that one.
Yeah.
A lot of fun news over these past 2 weeks.
Yeah. I was out of town last week. I figured we would just, enjoy our spring break and then come back with a vengeance this week. So.
At first, Mark told us he was out of town, and me and Joey were like, oh, Tim and Joey show. And then Joey was not going to be there. I'm like, Tim only show. And I was like, that's probably not a good idea.
Hey, if I can do a show by myself for like 2 months, you can do a show by yourself.
I was going to, but then I ended up being busy too, so.
Oh.
Yeah.
Happens, man.
Spring break life.
I'm actually really digging this song, not gonna lie.
Yeah, it was a nice opening.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to lo-fi hip-hop beats to study/relax/game to. Chill hop music.
You just see an image of the girl and you're like, I know that.
It's actually a raccoon. This one, he's a little raccoon with a little laptop.
No, then you're not
That's
on
cute.
the classic.
Yeah.
But that's A-okay.
But yeah, so we got two discussion topics for this morning, and the first one is Epic Games.
Yeah.
Epic win.
Epic gamer moments. So they're putting out a $500,000 warm-up tournament.
Yeah.
Is how they're phrasing it before the $1 Million Invitational.
Oh yeah.
And I saw a tweet that some guy had said that was like, this is like barely shy of all of the money in the TF2 scene ever.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just like, well, do you think this is a really good idea for Epic to just be throwing out money when the game itself is fine? I'm not bashing the game, but the esports part, the way the tournaments are run, is not working at all.
I feel like they're trying to pay it into existence. You
Yeah.
know, like it's not relevant, but they're trying to pay it.
Well, no, it's very much relevant.
No,
they
the
just,
esports scene is not relevant.
Yeah.
The game itself is insanely relevant.
Fortnite World Cup.
Yeah.
Well, it's not. It's the warm up to the World Cup.
I know it's the warm to the World Cup, but it's it's the Fortnite World Cup. It's interesting to see because we remember back maybe even last season we're like Fortnite might not have a great esports scene now, but maybe it'll develop. Not esports, yes, esports. And now it's getting there.
Yeah. There was an article on ESPN Esports about the whole competitive scene, and I think it was Cloaksy who plays for FaZe.
Oh yeah.
And then it was like Shroud who had played Fortnite at the time and Ninja.
Mm-hmm.
They skipped an invitational because they would have made more money streaming for the weekend than they would have if they won the tournament.
And that's a big thing too.
I mean, that's fantastic for them, right? They're making a huge amount of money streaming, and that's great. But, it's a big tournament. And if you really...
Do you make yourself a bigger name and take a little bit of...
I mean, I don't think
money?
you can get much bigger than Ninja.
No, you can't. But, I mean, in the sense of more of a competitive scene, too. Because, streaming is one thing. But, putting your name out there and being there at those events is another.
Really proving that you're the best.
Yeah.
I'd like to just point out, Mark, you love Overwatch League, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the total prize pool for the global competition globally is 488,000. That's what it's
48.
$480,000.
$488,000.
That's not accurate.
That's what it says. ESPN.
For what is the
prize
for?
pool?
The third annual global Overwatch competitive competition with total prize pool of $4,888. That's total. They're just
total. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
24 countries divided.
That's 20,000 less than the Epic Games warm up. Is what I'm saying.
Well, it's Overwatch.
But okay, so for the Overwatch, that's not an Overwatch League event that you're talking about.
It's the World Cup.
It's the World Cup.
Oh,
the Overwatch World Cup.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The same thing as Fortnite's.
Oh, yeah.
And it's making 20...
Just put an S on Fortnite. The Fortnite.
Possessive.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were talking about Overwatch League for a second. Yeah, no.
Yeah, and but their World Cup is 20,000 less than Fortnite's, and I feel like the Overwatch Esports League is much more relevant than the Fortnite Esports League, and they're just trying to funnel money into. Epic is trying to funnel the money into it just to make it big and popular.
Yeah, well, for the World Cup is more of... The World Cup isn't as serious as the Overwatch League.
Well, how much is the Overwatch League pool?
For winning the stage finals, it's $1 million. Or no, the season finals, I think, is $1 million. And then each stage final is $250,000, I'm pretty sure. So it's $2 million total if you win everything.
Yeah. I just feel like it's crazy that, comparatively, World Cups, the warm-up of Fortnite's has more than the total prize pool of Overwatch's.
Yeah.
Well, games will come and go, but these games are here to stay. Epic's trying to make a name for themselves more than they have more than they have in recent, really. They're trying to go all out with this.
Yeah, but I don't think that buying your game into existence is going to work at it, because it kind of feels to me that Fortnite is they're not trying to be esports game. They're trying to just be a game for everybody.
Oh yeah, but look at the updates. They're really going hard on this creative mode too.
Yeah, and they promise to stop rolling out updates the day before tournaments start, but
Finally.
We all know how that turned out.
Yeah, I can't wait to see this. Well, it's got me thinking.
It's got you thinking.
It's got me thinking.
Oh boy, Tim's thinking. Everybody run for cover.
Fortnite is just basically trying to be the most popular thing of 2019 that it can possibly be. And that's not a bad thing. It's just, I think it's trying too hard.
Apex Legends is better.
See, I don't think that.
Yeah, no.
Isn't Apex Legends dead now?
No.
No, the hype is dead, but the game's not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I heard there was a hacker problem.
There was.
There's always a hacker problem.
They're actually fixing it very quickly.
Really?
Which is, almost unheard of.
I mean, they want to, that's what kills a lot of games.
Yeah. I know that there's one streamer who plays Apex that I really like. His name's Mendo. He's one of the best Apex players. And they were going to patch out b-hopping, but then all the pros were saying like that lowers the skill ceiling so far that you try to cater to the new players, but
low entry skill level, high skill ceiling. That's what you want.
Right, and that's what they have right now. But balance can only go so far, I feel like. So, speaking of Epic Games and the Epic Games Store, there's a new game that's being released only on the Epic Games Store. And Tim, what game are we talking about?
Fortnite 2!
No. Oh.
I just made Mark
I thought he knew.
upset. I do know. Borderlands 3, baby.
That was supposed to be like a whole big reveal. You were doing the drum roll and everything.
Yeah, and I made the meme. And I overcommitted.
Wait, it's on Epic Games?
Yeah.
What?
No,
I think, right?
What are you...
Am I totally mistaken?
It's Gearbox.
Yeah, but isn't it launching from the Epic Games Store?
Yes, it is.
It is?
Yeah.
It is exclusively going to be on there for the next 6 months after release.
Why?
And in 2020 is when we're going to be able to get it on Steam. I don't know. I actually don't know that answer, but I don't care.
I refuse to buy it on the Epic Games thing.
Then my boy Joey...
Then you're going to miss out on Borderlands 3,
boy
my guy.
Joey...
No, because Steam. You gotta support Steam.
Trust me, I want it on Steam just as much as the next guy, but I want Borderlands 3 more than the next 20 guys.
No, because then, everybody's gonna release their stuff on Epic, and Epic's gonna be the new Steam, and I don't want that.
I think Epic is trying to be that. I think they're going about it I think they're going... Well, the Epic Game Launchers is being built more for developers, which is really nice. For them, at least.
I don't think they're trying to replace Steam.
No, they're not at all
just trying to be their own thing.
I mean, look at what happened to Origin. Origin tried to replace Steam.
Origin was a mistake.
Origin was a
Dude,
mistake.
I hate Origin. I bought Sims 4, and I was playing it, right? And, 2 months later, it just disappeared from my library.
Uh-huh.
And I had to rebuy it.
Yeah, I feel bad for that. Origin did those free games for a while, and it just didn't work.
Yeah.
I hate
way
Origin.
back, I played Battlefront, the first Battlefront on Origin, and then I have Apex on Origin, and that's it. And I really hate the launcher. It's not great.
Epic Games just, I feel like it'll be a good competition for Steam, but Steam will remain supreme. Because Borderlands 3 will come to Steam at some point. Now, my biggest trouble is figuring out how I want to buy Borderlands 3. I want the collector's edition.
Mm-hmm.
But I also wanted them to release a PC version of the collector's edition because you get a physical copy of the game. But most times with that, it also comes with a digital copy, just in case you want to keep the disc nice and all of that. And so with that being said, I could just buy the Diamond Edition. I could buy the Diamond Chest, the Collector's Edition. I could then buy also the Super Deluxe Edition on the side and then just sell the game back. But I would keep the decorative tin that most games come in. If it doesn't give me if it doesn't give like the Collector's Edition tin that it normally does, I'll feel bad, but I'll be fine with because it comes with so many other things. 10 Borderlands 3 figurines.
Ooh.
4 vault key keychains.
Okay.
It comes with 5 posters.
5 posters?
How much is this?
It comes with a 3-piece set that connect all together that shows like it has a galaxy map. It has a galaxy map of the whole like
Again,
Borderlands.
how much is this?
Well, they were selling for $250, but it got bought out.
Okay.
Like normal, it sells for $250, gets bought out. People are selling it now for $700. But it comes in a diamond chest replica.
Tim, that's not worth $700.
I know it's not. I'm waiting for the price to drop. It'll
Okay,
drop.
cool.
It'll drop within days when it comes out.
To
like,
500?
Maybe around 400 if you get lucky.
400's not
That's-
a good price.
For 2, okay, so for 2, I know,
but like
I'm a big nerd. I'm a big nerd with big passions. And I'm not sure if I'm going to get the Diamond Chest Edition because that's what it's also one of my things. Because I almost got the Collector's Edition of
For
Fallout
76?
For 76. And I feel bad for still not getting it, but at the same time, with everything, like with how much pricey it was $500 right before it was about to be released. Like right before the day before it came out, you could get it from somebody for $500.
Didn't it come with a power armor helmet though?
It came with the T51 power armor.
Yeah, I mean that's
That would
that's
kinda
really
be
cool.
worth
That's
it.
It's
worth it.
very worth it. That helmet is legit one of my favorite things.
and it's like an actual like metal helmet. That
Back when we wouldn't remember. We were kind of young. Halo. Which game was it? I think it was either Halo 3 or
was
Halo.
it Reach?
No.
It was probably
They came
Halo
out-
3 ODST.
Yeah, I think because then because it came with if some stores did a promotion where if you were the first couple people to buy, they gave you a replica helmet.
Okay.
That's really cool. I like that
I think
a lot.
Josh Soloway has that helmet.
I think he does
I'm
too.
not sure.
Our good friend.
Yeah, one of my friends has a portal gun.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
saw that too.
Yeah, it's really cool.
I want a portal gun. What the heck?
There's
Yeah.
a lot of so I was looking on a website recently for like game weapons and everything,
Mhm.
and a lot of it was either from Elder Scrolls or from Halo.
Yeah.
But there was one interesting one I saw, and it was from Sakurai Die Twice or
Sekiro.
Sekiro. Sakurai.
Sakurai.
We're gonna ignore that one.
Yeah.
Let's
that's
not talk
okay.
about that one
Let's-
again. Sekiro. Shadows.
I'm just imagining
Shadows Die
like,
Twice.
Shadows Die Twice.
Sakurai himself just in like a samurai outfit, like sword dueling with Waluigi.
That game was a fun game. I have to say, I enjoyed
Sekiro?
watching it. Yeah, Sekiro was a very fun
Okay.
game to watch.
I bet it's not fun to play.
No, it's very fun to play.
Oh, it's harder than Dark Souls.
Well, what's nice about it too is that it did something. It's like people kind of. I didn't see anybody bash on it for not having like different weapons or like it had a Dark Souls feel, but it got what Dark Souls did right and put it into a game.
Yeah.
And the game became its own thing too, which I think is why a lot of people love it.
Mhm.
Because it's Dark Souls-esque.
Yeah.
But
I'm
it's its own
probably
thing.
not gonna play it myself.
I
But-
hate. I
Okay,
don't
but back to
enjoy
Borderlands
those
3.
kinds of
Okay,
games.
Borderlands. You were looking on the website for the game weapons.
Game
Oh man, I hope there's still shift keys. I love shift keys.
shift keys should still be a thing. If they're not going to be a thing, I have no idea. Borderlands.
Do you think Shooty
Borderlands.
McFaceman will be there?
Shooty McFaceman will definitely should be there.
Yeah, I
I
love
hope he
that
will.
quest.
So
He's just
When
like
does it come out?
Borderlands
I don't know.
3 will come out on the Epic Games Store September 14th.
Okay.
Tim. Did you ever do that quest, the Shooty McFaceman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shoot me in the face.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's a fun quest.
One of the best
I love
ones.
Borderlands so much.
So the Borderlands 3 Super Deluxe Edition, which is basically the thing right before Collector's Edition, is just when you pre-order it, you get a gold weapon skin pack. So it contains a gold weapon trinket and gold weapon skins that are applicable to all guns within the games. All guns within the game. That's really, really nice, and that makes me think this is going to be great. Not customization.
Microtransactions.
One of my favorite things about Borderlands itself.
Well,
and
they have a lot of cosmetics.
Yeah.
They have a bunch
one
of
of my
cosmetics.
favorite things about it is the fact that customization is such a huge aspect of the game that literally you go hunting for weapons and make it yourself so much better. And that's literally the customization options is one of my favorite things in games nowadays, making RPGs just a fantastic source. When I found myself playing Borderlands, I found myself loving it way more than normal. So it'll come with a retro cosmetic pack, a neon cosmetic pack, gearbox cosmetic pack, toy box weapon pack, XP and loot drop boost mods, which is really going to be nice. Mm-hmm. And the season pass will come with 4 campaign DLC packs featuring new stories, missions, and challenges, and then Butt Stallion, weapon skin, weapon trinket, and grenade mod.
Nice.
Butt Stallion. I love it.
But yeah. So I actually might pick up Borderlands 3 because I haven't played a Borderlands game yet.
Hey, you should pick up Borderlands 2.
I'm going to. I'm going to play
fun.
through Borderlands 2, and then I'm going to get 3 when it comes out.
Our friend Max, he's going to play through Borderlands 2, and I said, you should play 1 and then 2. You can skip pre-sequel.
Like, 1 is okay. I think the pre-sequel and 2 are better than 1.
1 gives you a definite... All right.
But yeah. So we'll be back in a couple minutes. We're going to play some music here off of Esports Off The Grill, and we will come back with segments
Picked
after.
by me.
And our lovely intern Joey picked out the music. So without further ado, here is Let's Dance by David Bowie.
Heck yeah.
Put on your red shoes And I'm hoping that I make it with you. Count it out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Work it out, think we're gonna make it. Shout it out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do you feel the vibe, yeah? Count it out, let me hear your zip code. Work it out, feeling like a Van Gogh. Worldwide, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do you feel the vibe, yeah? Hopped up, look at us go. We could shoot for the stars. Gonna start a parade. See, the future is us. It's a beautiful day. We did it all on our own. So I've been hoping that my dreams come true. And I'm hoping that I'll make it with you. Count it out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Work it out, think we're gonna make it. Shout it out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do you feel the vibe, yeah? Count it out, let me hear your zip code. Work it out, feeling like a Van Gogh. Worldwide, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do you feel the vibe, yeah? Do you feel the vibe, yeah? Vibe, yeah? Do you feel the vibe, yeah? Vibe, yeah? Hyped up, ready to go. I got my eyes on the prize. I'm sick of feeling the lows. I wanna roll with the odds. I took a different path. I did it all on my own. So hyped up, look at us go. We can shoot for the stars. Gonna start a parade. See, the future is ours. It's a beautiful day. We did it all on our own. So count it out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Work it out, think we're gonna make it. Shout it out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do you feel the vibe, yeah? Count it out, let me hear your zip code. Work it out, feeling like a Van Gogh. Worldwide, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do you feel the vibe, yeah? Do you feel the vibe, yeah? Vibe, yeah? Do you feel the vibe, yeah? Vibe, yeah?
He stays home from work this time. He never really told his wife. He never really told a lie. And this time he decides that it's alright. It's alright. No one really knows his mind, and no one knows behind his eyes. The man deserves a medal, but he's never really won a prize before. He goes to lock the door. He's falling in love. He knows it's enough. And the world looks down and frowns. Get out, Johnny boy. Get out, Johnny boy. Get out, 'cause the world has left you lying on the ground. You're my
Just a reminder, you are listening to WHCM 88.3 FM Palatine, Illinois, a broadcast station of Harper College and its Board of Trustees.
Get up, Johnny boy. Get up, Johnny boy. Get up, 'cause the world has left you lying on the ground. You're my pride and joy. You're my pride and joy. Get up, Johnny boy, because we all need you now. Get up, Johnny boy. Get up, Johnny boy. Get up, 'cause the world has left you lying on the ground. You're my pride and joy. You're my pride and joy. Get up, Johnny boy, because we all need you now.
What if that but creeper?
What did you just say to me?
What are you okay, bud? Well, that was a strong second half start.
We should be like voice actors from Minecraft. Here, Tim, do an Enderman voice.
Or what is it? It's like it's like what is he? What happens?
Oh no, he got a.
What was my favorite? My favorite Half-Life 2 mod is the one where the guy does all the sounds with his voice.
Yeah.
And he goes like, blink, 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 blink. When
Oh
all
my god.
all
The
shells
the
drop.
best game for mods is Left 4 Dead.
Oh,
Left 4
yeah.
Dead 2. That's the best game for mods.
My favorite.
Did you ever
I
play
mean,
the
my favorite
Teletubbies
mods are when
one?
people overdo sounds. Those are my favorite because then you get the guy who goes blink, 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 blink. Green.
Did you ever do the Teletubby mod?
Yeah.
The Teletubby mod was hilarious.
I remember Hunters. I did the Cookie Monster one.
Yeah.
I remember somebody. No, okay. So there was a stream I was watching. Kryken.
Mm-hmm.
Him, Bed Banana, and two others. I forget who. It was probably Doku Doku. Bed Banana had the Cookie Monster mod on when nobody else did. And he's like, Cookie Monster. And they're like, no, Bed, we don't have that mod.
Oh man, I miss those. I miss the Gary's mod Left 4 Dead 2
I
days.
watch Bed Banana still religiously.
Yeah.
Bed Banana, if you're listening to this. Bed
Sponsor
Banana,
us, please.
Bed Banana is one of my favorite YouTubers of all time and will still be because he was one of the people that made me laugh and one of my funniest moments I've ever had with him. Well, not with him directly. I remember I saw him once on a server on Gary's Mod somewhere during an RP.
Oh, I miss Gmod Tower.
I do too.
Did you ever play Gmod Tower?
I have.
Oh, Gmod Tower.
Well, okay, so before I get into segments, one of my favorite things is he goes, it's during Tactical Invention that he did an episode on that, and he's in a car, he's like, we got pizza, and the guy next to me goes, I get the pizza, yeah, and then the car explodes, and as a kid, it was the funniest thing in the world.
Hilarious.
It was the funniest thing in
time.
the world, and had me laughing until I peed myself.
Pizza time.
Oh man.
All right, guys, we got a special, not special, but more wholesome, heartfelt speed run for today. One of my favorite games. We're doing Mirror's Edge.
Hey, I got into speedrunning this weekend.
Well, I specifically remember I used to be able to speed run Mirror's Edge glitchless, just under an hour.
Oh wow.
Now, of course, that time has been beaten by about 20 minutes, but I remember that was such a big achievement for me back when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
It was so great. It never was recorded. I don't think I could do it again, even if I tried. But, that's how addicted I was to Mirror's Edge before. So, Mirror's Edge, we have a couple categories. We have 4 categories, specifically. We have any percent, which means you can do anything. You can go out of bounds. It's just any percent, any way possible. Glitches are allowed. Billboard glitch, kick glitch, those are the most important ones.
Now, what do those mean?
So
like when you say that, like what is the billboard glitch?
So there was a video not a long time ago, maybe a year ago, that got released that showed Mirror's Edge, and somebody found a new glitch for it that increased speedrun times. Dude, I want a 2DS, man. I don't. I want the 3D version.
Keep going.
Sorry, Joey just pulled out his 2DS. So basically what happened was you could kick in just the right timing to where you would go super fast and basically fly.
Mhm.
It was great. It was one of my favorite things I saw, and it really brought back people to speedrun it. That's a little distracting, Mark. Can you
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
All right.
What is he doing?
He was turning on and off your mic.
Oh no.
So, over a year ago, Philotrax has the any percent speedrun record with 28 minutes, 20 seconds, and 100 milliseconds. Votium has 28 minutes, 20 seconds, and 980 milliseconds.
That's incredible.
Within the same second. They have the record right there. Now, the funny thing is, too, like, that's times without load. So without the loading and everything, because that does contribute to the time. Times with loads is 31 minutes and 0 seconds for Philotrax, but Votium has 30 minutes and 55 seconds.
That just means his PC loaded faster?
Yeah.
Okay.
And also, he was able to pull off a trick a certain way. There's,
Wow.
in a certain chapter, when you're in anyone who knows Mirror's Edge, when you're in the tunnel system and that big green lit area, and that's a very fun place to be, there's a trick where once you hit the button, you pause the game and unpause right away. That loads it in, so that way you're not stuck there loading for like 8 seconds, and you can go right in.
Wow.
So it shaves you time, but he did that right. Philotrax, I think, messed that up. And then Rec, one of the actual moderators for the site, has 28 minutes and 28 seconds, and he holds third place.
You never really think about like loading times being that into
Some
the time.
games do it because it's a required thing. Other games don't, because most times it's not relevant.
Yeah.
Like I got into the Sonic playthroughs,
Mhm.
and especially for like Sonic Heroes, which was released on 3 different platforms.
Yeah, Sonic
Like,
Heroes was great.
I think the GameCube platform is the fastest
Yes.
loading one. So that's the one that speedruns are always done on, is the GameCube version.
Yep.
I had the PlayStation version. Apparently, that's the worst
I
one.
had the Xbox version.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's so foreign to see a Sonic game on Xbox.
Mhm.
That's so weird.
Wait, it might have
anyways.
been on PlayStation. No, it was Xbox.
No, I mean, it was released on Xbox for
Yeah, I
sure.
know. Because I had both a PlayStation and an Xbox too.
Yeah.
As
Oh,
well.
lucky. I hadn't.
Oh, I had a lot. We could get into consoles later though.
Mm.
So that's the any percent. My favorite run is glitchless. And glitchless for me was what I got. That's where I got my right under an hour. It was a fantastic time. I can't believe I got it too. And that record was broken around the time that I could break it too,
Okay.
which was very interesting. In fact, it was probably longer ago. I remember being able to do that. So Rec holds the world record for that with 42 minutes and 11 seconds. And he admits in his speedrun that, he messed up. He had a 25-second death in Chapter 8 of the game, meaning he could have pulled off. It's technically possible to be faster, but watching through his run, I've seen his run a long time ago.
Mhm.
Watching through his run, he also had a couple slip-ups, resulting in, I'm thinking it could be like 30 seconds, maybe even 40 seconds faster because of one of his mess-ups.
Wow.
That's crazy.
And then we go to one of the most controversial ones too, Black Belt Ginja Ninja. One of my favorite people to watch too, because he's generally just a cool dude. If you don't remember me talking about it, I think it was last time we were on air. I talked about how during the SGDQ, he speedrun glitchless Mirror's Edge, and he was getting a lot of flack from one of the people also announcing it, because it's like, well, that seems kind of glitchy, and one of the rules is no going through solid objects, and that just means in-game things that really affect the world that you can and can't run on.
Yeah.
One of the most controversial bits is there's a level, the jackknife level.
Okay.
If you're fast enough, which most speedrunners know about, you can glitch through jackknife on ropes, and he'll come through you too. And it's well, that's kind of through a solid object. It's sure, people are solid objects, but in this game, they were not meant to be. Technically, you weren't supposed to be able to go faster than him, because he'll glitch out of the place. He'll basically fly around the place, and it'll start a new scene where he's at if you go fast enough. And I remember being able to glitch through him once because I was just barely faster than him.
Nice.
And I remember that I was oh, that's weird. I didn't expect that. So he holds second place with 43 minutes and 10 seconds. And then Hekigon holds third place with 44 minutes and 17 seconds. And these records were about a year ago, except for that one that I just mentioned, which is 3 months ago. Glitches is still one of my favorite ones to run. You're not allowed to go out of bounds with that. You're not allowed to do the kick glitch. You can go through billboards technically if you do it right. You are allowed to jump on. You're allowed to jump on fences, but the fences have barbed wire. And there's a little thing with that where you will take a slight amount of damage, but you're able to actually get over it, which saves you a lot of time in game. I remember pulling that off specifically and feeling like the greatest person in the world. Because the way glitches kind of works is the way you can get faster and faster is you have to do. All these people will play with controller too. They'll do it on PC, but they'll play controller wise. Because it's a lot of like perfect inputs and frame wise. Because you have to be able to. There's like a certain sequence of things where you turn yourself slightly and you jump left and jump right, and that's faster than actually like building up speed and momentum and running.
So you're basically just like b-hopping the entire time?
Essentially.
Okay.
And what's neat about it is that there's an action in which you jump. When you go and jump in the game, you then hit another trigger in which your legs will go in front of you. It's basically like an extended, like a long jump. And in the tutorial, it shows you how to do that to get over certain areas. Well, they use that on the ground as a quick and easy reset, because it'll reset your place and you keep on doing it to build up momentum, then actually like landing and stopping yourself.
Okay.
So it looks very like, it's
Bless
like,
you.
it's possible to do, like anybody could really pull it off. And it's not just like something, you'd have to practice it. It's really hard to do, but throughout the speedruns, it's pretty incredible how these people do it.
Yeah.
Then we move on to 100%. So this requires you to collect. Okay. Well, 100%, we've got, it's just, I'll go off the records really quickly. Philotrax with 37 minutes and 9 seconds. Vodium with 37 minutes and 30 seconds. And Hekigon with 39 minutes and 45 seconds. And that's pretty much it.
All right, cool. Joey, what you got for us today, bud?
Smash had a new update patch come out a few days ago. I think 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Smash Bros 2.0.2.
Yeah.
It didn't do much other than add amiibo support for Toon Link, Daisy, and Ken figures. So you can add. Tim, what do you?
I didn't hear about this. No, I knew about the patch. I didn't know what it does. So.
Yeah, it just adds amiibo support for these 3 amiibo figures. So that could add to the amiibos being released. I'm not sure if they have Piranha Plant compatibility. I think they do.
I think so, because I've seen Piranha Plant amiibos.
But I really want to get that one.
Yeah, at the Nintendo store, they had a
Yeah.
bunch of Piranha Plant ones.
That'd be so cool.
But yeah.
Anyways, that update came out, and the new character Joker is supposed to come out later this month, and that'll come with, supposedly, it's version 3.0. That's when Joker's coming out. It would have been perfect if he came out April 1st, because April Fool's.
The Fool Arcana, yeah.
Yeah. But he didn't, and Nintendo's working on it, so... Yeah, and hopefully once they release Joker, they'll release more about new characters, like being in the Fighter Pass.
Yeah.
Is it? I forget. Is it just Joker that's in the Fighter Pass
Just
so far?
Joker has been totally confirmed. Yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot of speculation that the guy from Dragon Quest, I forget his name off the top of my head, but the Dragon Quest
I
guy.
think it should be a slime. I think a slime monster would be so cool.
Yeah.
To have in Smash.
And then.
You don't know?
Steve from Minecraft is a big front runner. And then, we were just talking about this the other day. Doom Guy.
Yeah.
And there was one more that I forget, but
Miss Pac-Man.
no.
Why isn't Miss Pac-Man a skin of Pac-Man?
I don't know.
You think it would be, because Miss Pac-Man's a better game than Pac-Man.
Well, I think they're trying to keep it like, Pac-Man isn't Miss Pac-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like Olimar isn't the other character, Alf.
He's not Alf.
See, but you
But
can have that
and then,
skin.
And then
Imagine-
you've got
no,
all
but
the,
imagine
the
if-
Bowser Jr. alts too.
Yeah, they're not the same. They're different.
Even though Bowser Jr. is like the worst character in the game and nobody cares
But
about
it goes along with the idea that, Alf and Almar work together, and like the Bowser kids, they're all the kids.
So do Pac-Man and Miss Pac-Man.
But
I mean,
imagine
not
they raise a
literally,
child,
but,
they
like-
raise Pac-Man Jr.
Oh, I played
What?
Pac-Man Jr.
Pac-Man Jr.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, the
thing.
arcade game.
I
It's
didn't
a
know
fun
that was
one.
a thing.
Yeah,
There's an
They raise the
arcade.
kids
There's an
here.
arcade in Brookfield that I used to go to that has Pac-Man Jr.
yeah. There's a arcade underground arcade, in West Dundee that
yeah.
you pay $20, then you get like a whole day of unlimited play
The
for.
place I go to is $10, and you go from 4 p.m. to like, you go from like 6 a.m. to 4 a.m.
That's not as cool because like there's a bunch of fun machines at mine. So
Okay. Yours is closer. Mine's in Brookfield. So.
yeah,
But it's worth it. It really is.
yeah.
We should go to an arcade some point.
That'd
Dude,
be
we
fun.
should-
That'd be a
let's
good field
vlog it.
trip.
We
A
can
field-
vlog it, make content for the channel.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
guess.
Yeah, I'll rent out a camera, get a shotgun mic.
Dude, we should act like ignorant, like foreign guys.
Like
It's
LA
like,
vloggers.
oh my god, like Borat style, like oh my god, look at
No.
the games. We don't know anything.
games, yes.
We don't know anything.
Video
It's like, oh, Pac-Man, very nice.
very nice. Back in my country, all we hear is Gallagher.
Oh, dude, I get the high score in every Galaga cabinet I go to. I love Galaga.
My dad's favorite game is Galaga.
I'm insanely
And
good
My
at
dad
Galaga.
could beat up your dad in Galaga.
No, he can't. My dad is like a god at
Tim
Galaga.
Face, your dad in Galaga.
You probably could beat him. Not gonna
Oh,
lie.
I love Galaga
But my
so
dad
much.
would love the challenge. He is definitely. It's his favorite arcade game.
It's so
Anytime we go to
fun.
an arcade game,
It
he
is
looks
really
for
fun.
Galaga.
It depends on the machine though. If you
yeah.
have, it's the type of button they have. If they have a certain type of button, you can't do as well than if they have different buttons. It's the type of machine they have.
I remember back when Wii was popular, we got it on the Wii, and I remember seeing my dad just like spam the button instead of holding it down.
Yeah, that's what you have to do.
Yeah, and I was like, that's kind of weird. It's like easier to hold it down, but I found out like it's better.
It goes
to
faster
spam.
if you spam it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. I didn't
Especially on the bonus stages, you have to get the two
Oh,
ships
yeah.
on bonus stages, and then if you get in the perfect spot,
Yeah.
if you just spam it, you get everything. But
My
you have
dad,
to get the
my dad
pixel
knows
perfect
that.
spot.
Yeah, my dad knows that.
Yeah, it's so cool. I love that game with all my heart.
Sick.
I was thinking of getting a surprise for my dad for. I don't know if my dad's listening.
Get him
I
a
shouldn't say.
cabinet.
No, I seriously was thinking about that.
It'd be cool.
Well, it
Hey,
was,
Tim's dad, he's getting you a cabinet.
No,
don't
don't tell
listen.
him.
Don't listen.
it would be like his birthday's coming up. We're going to Camp High.
Nice.
Do you have a basement?
Yeah.
Oh man, is your basement full?
No.
Yeah, it's full.
No, it's not full.
Oh, okay, then yeah, get a cabinet. Bring it down there, man.
Well, I was thinking of getting one of the. So there's a. I don't know. I'd have to. It's definitely a big investment, but my dad would love it. The problem is I don't know if he'd had enough time.
one of my friends, they got like a generic arcade cabinet, and then they put a computer inside of it,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah. Well,
they just like stole ROMs of a bunch of arcade games and put them on the computer.
Eric Lindstrom.
Yeah.
He has. One day they were just driving around. They found an arcade cabinet on the side of the road somebody was throwing out. Good condition. It had Joust on there. It had
It had
Rampage.
Joust?
It had a bunch of different games on it, and they just got it for free.
Nice.
That's awesome.
It was the coolest thing. It was like, as a kid, I was like, you found an arcade cabinet on the side of a road? And we just played it for like
What?
hours.
That's so cool.
Oh, so cool.
Mark, you have a lot of news.
I do got a lot of news.
All right, lay it on me.
So, Stage 2 of the Overwatch League is upon us. Stage 1 ended with the Vancouver Titans keeping their perfect record and defeating the Shock 4-3. That was probably one of the best matches of Overwatch I've ever seen in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Just the level of gameplay from both teams was incredible, and it was. Most people are calling it like a fitting end to the GOATs or the 3-3 composition meta as like some of the finest examples of the triple-triple that we've seen. But the first couple matches of Stage 2, if they're any indication, then GOATs is here to stay, or at least variations of it. And also with Stage 2 comes a lot of trades.
Yeah.
So, RCK has been traded from the Fuel to the Uprising.
I think it's
Oh.
pronounced Rick.
It's actually not. It's pronounced RCK.
I believe it's actually called.
One of my favorite players, Baby Bay from the Shock, he was traded to the Reign, one of my favorite teams, and he actually got to start in the game yesterday, and he did really well. So I'm really
Wow.
proud of him. Oh, did I tell you guys the story of when I met his mom?
Yeah, I heard it.
Have I told it on air?
No,
Okay,
so I didn't hear it.
So Baby Bay, he's an Overwatch League player. He used to play for the Shock, now he plays for the Reign. And so it was in the last summer. I think I was getting stuff at Target for my brother's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Just like grabbing, like snacks and stuff at Target, and I was wearing my Outlaws jersey because they had played the night before and I wanted to wear the jersey. So I was walking down like one of the aisles, right? And there was a lady like pushing a cart with I think 2 like teenagers.
Mm-hmm.
And then she kind of stopped me and was like, "Hey, I really like your shirt." And I was like, "Oh, thank you. You watch Overwatch League?" And she was like, "Yeah, my son just beat your team last night." And I was like, "Oh, that's nice. Wait, what?" And then she was like, "Yeah, my son is Baby Bay. He plays for the Shock." And I was like, "You did beat my team last night. Holy cow."
Oh my God, Mark.
That's cool. I like that.
And then yeah.
My team just beat your team.
Yeah, and then
You're like, yeah, what?
yeah, because it was he did really well that game. I'll remember it. And then I tweeted at him. I was like, "Hey, I just met your mom at Target. She's really cool. Good luck next game." And then he was like, "Yeah, thanks,
Isn't that
bro."
a big
I met your
flex?
mom
It's like,
at
I just met your
Target.
mom at Target.
I did. I was like freaking out, and my brother was like, "Dude, chill out." But I was like, "Dude, you don't
You
understand.
don't understand.
This is cool to me."
when you get an autograph from him, you should be like, "I met your mom."
Did you get an autograph from your mother?
No, I did not. I should have though.
Just think how weird that'd be if you're like a professional esports player and then a kid's like, "I saw your mom."
Oh my god. I'm gonna refrain from making any more jokes. But anyway, he started for the first time in a very long time for the Reign last night. They unfortunately lost to the Uprising.
See, he's bad now.
He's really not. He's a really good player actually. But anyway, and I was gonna say something else, then I just got totally derailed.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Oh,
You're
more
welcome.
trade stuff. The Mayhem have released their 3 remaining non-Korean players, Tvik, Apply, and McGravy. So the Mayhem have completely revamped their roster. Not a single player is left from day 1 of Season 1, which is kind of sad. Tvik wasn't like fantastic, but he was a good cornerstone for that team. And then, McGravy, I kind of feel bad for him because he was solidly outperforming Zephyr, their Korean off tank, and now he's gotten let go. And Apply was outperforming, I don't even know the Mayhem's damage players because they're just not good. But yeah, kind of feels bad, man, for them. They are probably gonna get picked up by another team because
hands.
they're good players. And
Is
yeah.
that a pog?
No, because they don't have teams yet. It's a Pepe hands.
Oh, it's a Pepe hands.
Oh.
We should do that one day. We should like educate our listeners on Twitch chat, so they finally know what pog means.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's a pog in itself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any more news?
I think that'll be it for Overwatch League. But I did want to talk very briefly about trades. Like, what do you guys feel about trades in esports? Because they happen like way more frequently than any other sports.
Well, it for sure makes it hard to get an identity for the team,
Yeah.
Because the identity lies with the players. So if you're trading all of your players, how can you build up an identity?
Mm.
Like, I feel like Liquid in CS has done a very good job with having Stewie and Twists and...
Well, Stewie plays for MIBR now.
Does he really? No, he doesn't.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't. I just saw him
Doesn't
in,
he?
like, a promo picture for Liquid.
Really?
I literally just saw him.
Hold on. Let me fact check myself here.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me
Oh,
find him.
oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, you're right.
Yeah, Elige and Stewie are like at the beach on a green screen beach because they're
Oh yeah.
going to a
I
tournament.
I see that.
Yeah, but they have like Elige, Stewie, Twists. They have like a personality for the team, you know.
Mhm.
I think Naf is still on the team.
Yeah, Naf is still here.
I like Naf a lot, but yeah, when you lose that, when you keep trading players, that just you lose something in the team, and it's hard as a fan to follow it, and I feel like that damages the sport as a whole.
Yeah, and especially because like a lot of teams are just in it for money in esports, which is kind of sad. Which, in my personal opinion, that's how the Uprising work. They're like only in it for money.
I feel like they have to be at this point.
Well,
In
yeah,
the
but like
beginning stages?
the GM of the Uprising is just not a great person,
Oh no!
and I just don't like him.
Oh.
But we can talk about Huck later, but yeah. I had something else as well.
yeah.
I was gonna talk about it, but
But
Oh, yeah,
just
it was
the
a-
personality.
it was with an academy team, and then Asking, who is a Contenders DPS player.
Mhm.
There was gonna be like a really big trade between the Valiant, I think the Valiant, the Fuel, and then both of their academy teams, and they were gonna like shuffle a whole lot of players and pull up Asking from Contenders, but like an hour before the trade was supposed to go final, the Valiant were like, yeah, no, actually we're gonna like change this guy's contract so that we don't have to pay him as much. And then the other team was like, no, we're not going to do that. That's crazy. We're going to give this guy what he deserves. And then the deal ended up just getting completely canceled. And Asking, who was poised to go into the Overwatch League, had a replacement come up from Open Division so that he could be replaced in Contenders and he would go up. Now nothing happens. There's a replacement in his spot on his Contenders team, and now he's stuck like in the middle ground with nothing really left. And
That's
it
pretty
was
sad.
terrible.
It was just
Yeah,
a
it's
really
like,
bad
You know, this
situation.
good thing was going to happen, and then all of a sudden,
He's
it's like
in
the
limbo
worst
now.
possible thing that
Yeah.
could happen.
The Valiant organization, I feel, is slipping as well. But anyway, any closing thoughts from the Peanut Gallery?
I love you.
I love
Aw,
you too.
That was cute.
Yeah,
Who was that too?
Mark.
I hate you.
No, Tim. I love you too.
I hope you.
I hope your shooty
I
make
hope
shoot
you eat
face.
doo-doo and pass away.
No,
All right.
Mark, we have to dump that. We can't talk about doo doo.
We had to dump
All
that.
right. In that case,
Pizza,
we'll just
dump
end
that.
the show here. My name is Mark Berger.
Check us out on Twitter
Check us out on Twitter at BurgermanMark for me,
JP
At-
Joey P.
at JPJoeyP.
at Timothy Heiser, HEISER.
And as always, follow our Twitter account for the show, esports_off. We put out a cute little dance video for
our
you
mid
guys.
show.
And you are listening to WHCM, the award-winning radio station out of Palatine, Illinois, Harper College, and its board of trustees. Radio is up next at 12. This is Esports Off the Grill, signing off. Have a great night, everybody.